to Urban Sprawl, everyone. I hope you're well. Today we're going to take a different tact. Last episode we were working over in the Cherry Blossom Grove. Today we're going to be working somewhere else, and this is an area I've had lots and lots of different ideas throughout the years, and I've decided it is going to be residential. So if we go into F4 mode, we are down the side of the church. There was one house here originally. This house here was the original building on the side of the hill here, and the path pitted out. I've since built a couple more houses, and because of that, I've decided, yes, this is going to be residential. We're going to have little houses like this with lots of little flower pots, but I was thinking of having a lot of paving though, which is a shame. I'm not sure of that yet because I do like the grass here. It is a pretty green colour. So whether we pave it or keep it with lots of grass, I haven't decided yet, but I do like these little houses. I've spent some time making white terracotta. So we've got lots of resources available. So first things first, we need to get rid of all the trees. There are some, it's raining. Every time I go to record, it's raining. But there are some nice big oak trees, but I just want to get rid of them all so I can see the terrain. I have spent a little bit of time filling in some holes and covering over some gashes in the ground already, but I just want to see the terrain. So first things first, if this rain will ease up, I need to clear the trees. So let's clear the trees, have a look at the terrain, and then we'll get planning on where the buildings are going to go. Better. Now we've got a clearer view of the terrain, and I have left the lovely big oak trees. There were more than I thought there were, so depending on how we work out the terrain will give us an idea of how many of them we can actually leave intact. The sun is about to set, so I'm going to go to bed, and then in the morning we'll have a look at what we're going to do with this area. There we go. Nice fresh morning. I've only got 3 villages that I need to fight to have my bed for the night, but that's okay. We'll have more beds in this area very, very shortly. So let's go into free cam mode and have a look at the terrain. So we do have a lovely gradual incline, but sometimes that makes it really hard for buildings. And it is quite steep over this side. This side leads around to the acacia area and the back of the church. So we've got a couple of levels that we can work with. And I was thinking of making it a very, very designed environment, if you like. I was thinking of putting some real steep retaining walls, so cutting it back and making it very square and lined up and very well planned. So I'm thinking of having, where's that original path? There it is. I was thinking of having the path, that tiny little bit of original path come out and just be one line, one road coming all the way down and having lots of buildings on the side. So that will be the main street. And then maybe here having a crossroad. So street going out this way and a street going out this way. Where is my entrance? I have covered over the crevasse, or the big gash in the ground that's got my portal down in there. So that has been covered and well lit up. So we've got, yes, we've got quite, it is a very, very natural curve to the ground. But like I said, that does make it hard to put buildings on. So I have to work out what we're going to do. But this main section that I'm standing on, I think we might build that up and square it off where it juts in here and have a retaining wall, and then something similar over here. So you can see if we go out further, that section that I'm standing on, if we build that up and have it cut back on either side, that might work. That might give us enough flat area to build some nice houses on. That might work. I reckon we'll do that. More terraining. Let's go. I've just put down a really rough guide as to where the retaining walls will be and possibly where stairs will be in order to build this area up and give us some more houses. So if we go into F4, we can see the path that I've put down coming from that original path. That's going to come all the way down the middle. I've laid out where that central area is going to be built up, and then it's going to cut back on either side. And on this side, I've decided to build this area up as well. This is as far as I've got because I really, really like this hill. That has got such a nice curve to it. And I think if I was to do something like that, it wouldn't come out as nice. So I'm thinking of having this cut back and then join to that natural curve and maybe flatten this area out up here to put houses on. So that's where we're up to at the moment. All I need to do now is put a heap of dirt down. So the terraforming for the new section is finished, and I've already started laying out some footprints for the buildings that are going to go here, which is all very exciting, and we've already got villagers starting to come and have a look and maybe put some deposits on the houses that are going to be built in this new residential area. I have already built one house in the style that I'm going for, and that is over the entrance to the ravine or the crevasse where my portal is, and that is down here. So we've got not big houses, but they're going to be 2-story. They're going to have flower pots on the windows and campfire verandas, just a little bit of detailing, not too much. Oh, I'm going to have to wax that lantern. I do want them to be orange. And there's one around here as well. Yes, I need to wax that. So this is the style that I'm going for. Just a nice, simple little building. I've got the white terracotta, which I did find terracotta. I don't think I ever showed you guys where the terracotta was, but I have spent some time over in the Mesa digging terracotta, so I've got plenty of white terracotta to use. So just a very, very simple house, but this one has got the entrance down to the portal and my mine. So I have tried lighting it up, but I reckon there are some ledges up high that we could have zombies and things spawn in, but there's plenty of space down here for me to still do mining, and there's the portal. So I have put trapdoors over it, basically to stop villagers from going down there. And we've got a couple of beds. They are 2-story, but I haven't put any beds up here yet. I'm pretty sure villagers can go up ladders, but I don't know if they can find their way down a ladder again. So we might not put beds up in the top story unless I put stairs in. But they are going to be quite small houses, so a staircase will take up a lot of floor space. So this is the new area. I just want to go into free cam mode so you can get an aerial shot. So you can see all the little footprints of all the little houses. It is very green, and I've decided I'm not going to pave it because I do like the green grass in this area. I think it's quite a pretty green as opposed to the savannah mustardy colour over there. So we've got I didn't count how many houses there are, but there's quite a few houses, and there's going to be lots of little workspaces. So where there's an open area like this, we'll have some workstations dotted around the place so they don't have to go far to go to work. I need to put a staircase down from this level because we have to go up and around. And we're butting up right against the forestry. So I've decided, whoops, there's a tree's just grown. We're going to have a staircase here so we can have access to the forestry. I'll just remove some of the leaves. But I've removed the fence line that went along here because it is very irregular, the level of the ground now. So I've decided we're just going to have a big hedgerow of trees. So we've got all the saplings in there except for that gap where the stairs are, which is in line with that central line going all the way up to the church. So we've got a little staircase here. I do need to neaten this area up, but we've got access to the forestry because villagers do like to roam. They do like to go and visit each other and in their workplace. So I thought we'll give them access to the forestry, and the rest of it is just going to be trees. So it's got to be a massive green running along there. If you look at the map, look at that row of green. That's very, very good. We've got all the houses dotted out there. And I've left plenty of space around each house so we can have the iron golems roaming around. So there's 2 block space around each building. And they're going to, I want them to have an irregular shape. So I don't want them to be a big rectangle. I'll show you what I mean. There we go. So this side, see how that room jots out a little bit? So we're going to maybe have some balconies or rooms where they're bigger on the oh, hello. I'm just, sorry guys, I'm just trying to show my viewers the building. So yes, I want them to have different sizes on that first floor. So we'll have some rooms jutting out. There might be balconies that jut out, window flower boxes that jut out. So they're not just a big square, because there's lots of big squares as buildings are basically based on squares. So we're going to do that. And it means there might be some nice balcony views. If we go all the way up the top, I'm just going to fly. Here we go. This house has got this area all to itself, but there will be workstations here. Have a look at the view. It's got a very nice view of the town hall tower and the hotel over in the distance. So the view from the first floor, if it's got a balcony, is going to be really nice. And if you have a look there, there's a gap. So we should still have a good view, even with buildings in front. I have tried staggering them, so they're not all lined up. Down, up, maybe over this way. Yes, I need to put a staircase here as well. There's a few areas that are just dead ends and you need to work your way around. It's like a bit of a maze. So here we go. Here's an area. So I've staggered the houses so they're not all lined up with each other. And that will make it look a bit more residential, and it will give the houses a nice view. So they'll all have a nice view of over the forestry, over to the hotel, and then you could just see the gunpowder farm in the distance there. So we've got lots of little houses to build in this style. So we've got lots of white terracotta in these shulker boxes, and we've got some bones to make bone meal, to have trees grow. I'm thinking of having a variety of trees in this area. I don't want too many flowers. Those little white flowers over in the distance there, and the little pink and yellow ground cover flowers, I think they're the only ones that we're going to have in the ground, but we'll have a variety in the plant potters on the windows. But as far as trees go, I'm thinking azalea and just your oak will be nice in this area. I don't want to put any spruce or dark oak in this area. I'm thinking we'll just keep it pretty simple. Even though this area was a birch forest pretty much, there are still some birch trees around. But yes, I think the azalea and the oak will look nice together, because the azalea trees have got a really organic feel and the oak tree's got a really nice colour scheme. So that's what we're going to do in this area. But not now. This build has taken quite a few hours, as you can imagine. And my time is up. So that's it for the episode. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm guessing I'll be working on the houses next week in our next episode, so stay tuned for that. If you enjoyed watching the episode, give me a thumbs up. If you've just found the channel, please subscribe, join the family, watch this city as it grows ever bigger, and I will see you next time. I'm No Spring Chicken, this is Urban Sprawl. Bye.